Okay, we're going to make some savory bread pudding. And so what I have here is about 6 cups of bread cubed that I put in the oven for about 15 minutes to get it toasty. I have olive oil that we'll need. I'll only need 2 tablespoons of that. I don't have it out, but olive oil, we'll need some butter, 1 tablespoon, 2 ounces of chopped pancetta, small diced, 4 cups of leeks. I've got 1.5 pounds of crimini mushrooms, your regular white cap mushrooms, and I don't have tarragon, but I'm going to put some thyme in there. And it needs 4 large eggs. Thyme, it needs about 1 tablespoon of thyme. 4 extra large eggs. I only have large, so I'll add an extra one. And we'll need some dry sherry. I use Taylor brand. You can use any brand. They need a medium or dry. Salt and pepper to taste. 1.5 cups of heavy cream. A cup of chicken stock. I'm using roasted chicken better than bouillon. And 1 cup of grated Gruyere cheese. Divided. Because we're going to put some on top. So let's get this rolling. Now it's about 1:30 in the morning before Thanksgiving. So what I'm going to do is do this in 2 parts. I have the bread already cubed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make everything else. Leave it overnight, and I'll mix the bread cubes in the morning. They need to sit like 30 minutes. So, and soak. I don't want them soaking overnight. I kind of like a little bit of crisp to my bread pudding, even my sweet bread pudding. And I like big chunks. So I'm going to do this in 2 parts. We'll do all the cooking and mixing. We'll save the breadcrumbs. We'll mix it in the morning, let it sit its half hour, then we'll put it in the oven and let it bake to finish that off. So let's get on with it. Let's see. So we need our butter. Put that in the pan. And have this on like medium heat. Throw in some good olive oil there. Get this going. I'm excited. This is going to be so good. Swirl that around. This is a pretty big pan. I think this is looks larger than a 12-inch. Yeah, let's get that covered and turn up the heat a little bit. Get my quiet spoon out. I like these silicone spoons for YouTube. They're not as loud. So I do try and use this when I can. Alright, we're getting heated up here. Throw in these leeks. Now, if you've never cooked with leeks, they can be quite sandy. So what I do is I cut the tough tops off. And then I split them down the center, but I leave the root on. And then I put them in I got a giant bowl of water. Kind of swish them around, rinse them out really well. And that's how I clean my leeks. So, I don't need any. Oh, I just turned this on low instead of high. See, I'm such a doofus. I'm such a doofus sometimes. So we'll get that sauteing. Go ahead and get this pancetta in there too. I went to the farmer's market and went down the Italian aisle. They have a European aisle and they have a lot of good stuff. I was able to get some Spanish olives. I was able to get a good white wine vinegar there and some great olives. So here we go. Once this starts going, we'll be back. I wanted to bring you back for a little look. You see the pancetta is finally diced. So there should be a little bit in every bite, hopefully. Once this all comes together, we're just sauteing this for a while. I've turned the heat back down to medium. We'll cook this about 8 to 10 minutes on medium. It's a slow cook to get those leeks nice and tender here. So we'll be back. Okay, it's been 8 to 10 minutes. I've now added my mushrooms and we'll cook those down. That should take probably about as long, 8 to 10 minutes, but yeah, we'll see how long it takes. Alright, so these are still cooking down. I wanted to say too, if you don't have a large skillet like this, don't be afraid to do this in batches. It's not going to hurt anything. And if you don't like mushrooms, or you don't like pancetta, or you don't like leeks, or can't get leeks, use what you like to make it savory. You can put onion, regular onion, you can put bacon, you can put artichoke in this, you can put whatever herbs you'd like in this. It all depends on what you like. I don't know, I like artichokes. I would probably do this again with onion, artichoke, and mushroom. But this is what we have going on tonight. So we're going to want to simmer this a bit till it gets dry, almost like we're doing the mushrooms for beef Wellington. We want to get all that moisture out of there. So we'll eventually get there. We got to put some sherry and herbs and stuff in first. But we're going to continue to let these cook down quite a bit more. Be right back. Alright, I'm going to throw a little pepper in there. In here it almost sounds like it's frying. All that moisture is almost out. I'm going to throw in my thyme. Gosh. It's taken everything I have to not throw garlic in here. I love garlic. Maybe my next one. Oh, thyme smells so good. Yeah. That's really perking up the scent. Alright. Let this cook some more. We'll be right back. See that liquid there? We're going to get rid of that as much as we can. Okay, and here's about a 1/4 cup of sherry. One more. And deglaze the bottom there. And we'll be back. Okay, this is finished. Almost sounds like mashed potatoes. You can hear that sound. Hear it? Yeah. So that's pretty dry. There's a little smear of liquid, but it isn't too bad. Most of that will evaporate here as it cools. Oops. Sorry about that. My whisk fell. But here I have 5 whisked eggs, large. And to that, I'm going to add some chicken stock. This is, what is it again? It is 1 cup of chicken stock. And I need heavy cream. Switch this over here. Measure this out. Let's see, we need 1.5 cups of cream. A bit too much in there. You know, I gotta tell you, as I'm making this, I'm so thankful that I have a husband who is willing to do all my dishes. I'm so grateful for that. Talk about gratitude. I have lots of gratitude there. But he never learned to cook. Although he's trying. He's made me breakfast a couple times lately. And, but he always promised to do the dishes for me. And he's held that promise. The 25 years we've been married. So, I definitely have a lot of gratitude for that. And especially late nights. It's 2 in the morning now. So, he'll wake up and get this done. And I can start cooking again. So there we have it. That's our kind of custard that I'm going to let sit overnight. And I'll add, I'm going to put this in a separate container. So I have a fridge in the back. So it can go in the back fridge and cool down. And I'll have this ready for the morning. And then we'll just have to mix our mushrooms, leeks, and mixture with the breadcrumbs in here. And let it set for 30 minutes. Then we'll cook it at 350 degrees for, it says, 45 to 50 minutes. And that'll be in a 9 by 13 by 2-inch pan. We'll see how that works tomorrow. Stay tuned for part 2. And make sure to look for the video where we do our taste testing. I don't want to be rude in the holidays and, make it all about YouTube. So I will try and do an overview of how everything looks. We'll probably do buffet style. So we'll do a video of that, and then I'll do a review privately in that same video tomorrow. So I'm loving these make-ahead things that I can get done and less stress tomorrow morning. And then we have to travel with the food. So this makes life so much easier. Thanks for joining me. Subscribe so you get notifications. And have a safe holiday. See you later.